What's up YouTube, Cap over here, and welcome to the regular season finale of the Little Cup Champions League, as this week we are going to go against Hustle Durant, aka coach of the AC Milotic. Be sure to check out his stuff, he's got some really cool things. I'll put the link down below in the description, so check it out. I recommend that you do. And let's set up the scene before we get into the battle itself. Of course, you know your Vancouver Wingulls have clinched a spot in the finals a while back ago. However, Hustle Durant and coach of the Chicago Cup Chews haven't. And it all depends if Chicago wins their game by quite a bit, and if Hustle Durant loses by quite a bit, Cup Chews are in. If Hustle Durant wins, then Hustle Durants are in the final. So potentially I'm going to be going against potentially I'm going to be going against my opponent for the finals this week. Or if I win, then I get to see if I get a high enough KO differential on him, then the Cup Chews are in. So let's get this battle on its way. There's quite a bit on the line. Once again, I brought in a fun team for myself because I just want to try out some things. And if I do lose, it's not the worst of the worst things, just because I get to scout out a lot of things that he gets to bring. He has to bring an A-class team, so like I brought in a team that I thought could win against his team, as he sends out Tater, and I'm like, well, Starbucks and Tater have a history. I know every time that Tater and Starbucks go against each other, Tater always ends up crippling the Hippopotamus. I do believe that's his name, Hippopotamus, yeah, Hippopotamus, and I'm like, well, he's already burnt, that's awesome. The big threat over here is actually the Volcarona, because Volcarona does a decent amount of damage, and I was predicting that, you know, maybe Crump might come in or something. But as you can tell over here, Coughing can easily 1v1 Tater. It's no problem for him. And so he ends up withdrawing and goes right into his Orion. And I'm like, wow, that thing's pretty scary. It's frightening. And I end up getting a crit over here, which is pretty huge, because that does a lot of damage. So I'm like, yes, that is perfect. What can we do? But I have to switch out because Orion actually does destroy my team really badly. Abra's such a big threat, and he ends up going for a knockoff, and I'm like, that is ballsy, because I had my caffeine in, and that's an awesome prediction on his part. So now my Eviolite Pokemon is not a part of this battle or as well, it won't be as effective. And I end up going for a Tri-Attack over here because I really need to get rid of the Abra. Abra is a big threat on my team. And he ends up going for the Volt Switch. I knew that I had to stay in because he has Volcarona too. And that thing it's a big threat. It's a big threat. I end up going for Recover because I know he can't do a lot of damage on me. And I figured, hey, I need as much HP as I can. And I'm just raising my speed over here. There's absolutely no point of really of over predicting, but he ends up having superpower on his Hippopotamus, and that is huge. Even though he's burnt, that does so much damage. So I'm like, wow, that is not ideal for myself. However, I don't realize that this thing is a draw stage down on defense and attack, so I end up going for the Calm Mind. I figured, hey, let's just set up all over this guy's face. I'm in a really good position now because, like, you know, I can just stay in and let this thing stall out to burn and stuff. So he ends up flinching me, which sucks a bit, but what can you do? I know I can activate my berry if he just keeps on going for attack. So my main thing over here is just, like, you know, just keep setting up. He misses a Rock Slide. That sort of sucks on my end, as weird as that sounds. If he had hit the Rock Slide, then I could get to range of Berry Juice. But I simply just activate my Berry Juice over here, and I'm like, well, let's finish this thing off. I thought he was going to switch out into his Krogunk at this moment, but he ends up staying in, and it goes to Abaddon, the Marvesta. So most of the time this thing is Choice Scarfed, and that does so much damage. That destroyed Spritzy. It pretty much destroyed Spritzy. So now I have to go into Skipper, take this thing down because it is too big of a threat, but I get burnt, and I'm like, wow. That, I had a chance of winning the battle. I still have a chance of winning the battle, but that really, really hinders my chances because Skipper is my win condition over here. If I take out the Chinchou, then I could potentially win. So I end up going for a U-turn over here because I don't know what sort of thing this is. He's a nasty plot variant. He can set up all over my face. I have to sack off this thing. And things aren't looking so good over here, so now I just have to go right into either Mr. Mush, Vulpix, or Fletchling, get some damage off and try to take this thing down. So I figured, hey, I gotta take this thing down. I still have Vulpix in the back pocket, so as long as Vulpix hits Flamethrower or Fire Blast, then I'm good. But this thing's just gonna simply take me down, and I have to send out my Foxhound at this moment and just go for Flamethrower or something like that. But he ends up outspeeding me, and that is a bit of a drag because I do believe this is a different Vulpix, a different one. But either way, I knew he would have just taken me down to Fake Out and all of those residual damage things. And now I think it's GG because Mr. Mush and Henrix do not fare out well, as he ends up taunting me, going for the perfect move. Ends up, I guess if I did have like Hidden Power Psychic or something, he just guaranteed that I would not get that up. I end up going for the Spore because that was my last ditch effort, and my HP will drop really quick as he does pick up the first, or as we do end up picking up a loss in our regular season finale. But we did learn a lot from his team. We learned that his team is really unpredictable and that Larvesta destroys my team. Pretty good. Not in a good way, in a bad way. Good for him, bad for me. But we are going to be meeting the AC Milotic in the finals. Just right now looking at it, it is a fantastic. It's going to be a really awesome battle. His team does really good against mine, and it's gonna be really tough. It's gonna be quite a thing because I gotta plan for a lot of threats on his team. Some of the mons that he didn't even bring are on the bench, and those things are threats. So we're gonna see how we do. We're gonna see how we fare out. Be sure to stay tuned for a team building video of the finals against the AC Milotic, and then after that, the finals will be up on our channel. So hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and thank you so much for your support in the regular season of the Little Cup Champions League, supporting the Vancouver Wingulls, showing up and liking the videos. It means so much to me. So thank you so much. I'm gonna get out of here. This is Cap, signing off.